Welcome to Slop Quest, everybody. My name is Andrew DeWitt. I'm joined with Ryan O'Neill here, and we have an important announcement to make. In November, something fucky is going to be happening on the Apple App Store with the Patreon app. Don't fall to their machinations. What you need to do...
While you're speaking plain English, hey, Apple's trying to fuck us all by taking a shitload of money out of that Patreon from all subscribers. So
don't use your Patreon app. Use your web browser and
don't use the Apple.
Don't use the Apple app.
Yeah.
Go to patreon.com/slopquest for all your.
But maybe they have an Android Patreon.
Well, I don't know what's going on with that. So just to be safe,
we're completely uneducated.
Get your browser over to patreon.com/slopquest, and we'll see you there with over 300 episodes of good family fun.
Yeah, and we've been banned. Okay, let's dig in. We have some launching off stuff.
Do you want to talk spooky stories? Because it's spooky season.
It is definitely spooky season. By the time this comes out, I think Halloween's over.
Well, but then we better do it right now.
Yes, we good. Hey, enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner while you listen to spooky stories that are supposed to be for Halloween.
Okay, so one of our fans, Winston Gambro, he is a big...
By the way, Winston, I got your DM. I don't respond to DMs anymore.
He is a big fan of when we used to write insane things.
Yeah.
So he sent us a spooky story that we sent out as a contest short story.
Yes.
I sent it to Aaron. Aaron, we're going to ask Aaron to read some of it in a little bit.
Okay.
But not just yet because you asked me on the phone to post it onto Reddit.
Yeah, let's get some feedback. Let's get some comments on this story.
So I have now been banned from every single short story forum on Reddit. I'm serious. I'm not joking.
How many did you put it on?
I put it on 4. I put it on scary stories, short scary stories, short stories, and story help. And all of them, with all of them, I tried to make it seem more realistic. It said, help, guys, this is for a contest. I need this money. Help me with this short story.
I need this money to get my wife a bigger, juicier butt so I can eat it.
I did not say that. I kept, the entire time, I kept it O'Neill level,
okay,
non-crazy.
Where it's like, I'm a hypnotist. I hypnotized my wife into my wife's friend into having sex with me.
Yep. So stuff like that. So
okay. So what was the feedback? Because this story is it's got some wild twists and turns.
It does have some wild twists and turns. So one of the feedbacks was normally I tell people that they need to add spaces so that they can read what you've written, but I'm just gonna do us all a favor and ban you right now. Jeez.
What a dick! You're asking for some constructive criticism. He goes, I'm just going to ban you right now. Dude, you know what? What happened to Reddit? These guys used to be free thinkers. And now they just go, you're done. We're banned. It's fucking communist Reddit now.
This is on short scary stories, and this is one comment before I got banned.
Okay.
And this one I got banned hard on.
How do you get banned hard?
Because that was the one where they sent me a message, where the moderator sent me a direct message instead of just banning me. He told me he's doing everyone a favor and banning me right now.
Did he do the Billy Madison? He's like, everything. He said,
you're going to get, there's even better than Billy Madison.
Like, nowhere in your incoherent rambling, we are dumber now for listening to what you said. May God have mercy on your soul.
The title of this is Halloween. Short story rated S for spooky. For a contest, need help.
What's
the only comment here is that went through before I got banned, and I was banned everywhere. And I don't know what to do about Reddit with this shit.
Yeah. When Reddit bans you, nowhere else to turn. You got to go dark web. We might have to start posting this on dark web.
By the way, finding one of these stories on the dark web would be the funniest shit
if you do it
world.
On like an assassin's forum.
Oh God!
Like,
no,
looking
that's
for somebody.
Scary. I'm not doing that. You can do that.
Looking to hire someone to kill my fucking boyfriend.
Yeah, let me give you a little bit of background detail.
And here's a spooky story before you get to the.
Because I need the $50 prize to pay for the assassination.
By the way, did you see that they're sending out email, or there's a new scam that people are. It's a phishing scam, and they will they'll send you a picture of your house.
No.
And your address, your house, all this, and go, we know what you're doing. We have spy cameras on your computer. Pay us this. Or we'll do terrible things to you. Now, the problem is if you don't have kids, then I wouldn't, if I happen to open it, I'd go, bring it on, bitch.
Yeah.
You're going to die in a bad way. I'm going to bring you into my house, keep you alive for like 2 weeks while I do terrible shit to you, you fuck. If you have kids, I get why it would make you nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, I'm like, this is going to break up my Thursday pretty nice. But this is the new style of intimidation and emails.
I don't like it.
I don't either,
if you've got into my personal accounts, then you know how many guns I bought over the internet.
And you know that I have multiple people hiding out in my apartment that I torture.
And you also know that I have a very special set of skills. And
Yeah.
you also have a very special set of skills.
And I would also say, what size is, if you have my my camera on my computer and all the videos, how big is my penis?
Oh, that is good.
Tell me how big my penis is, and maybe I'll pay you.
And they go, it's 6 something. They just guess whatever average. It's between 5.5
Also,
and 6.5 inches.
My camera's covered.
Yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck finding my penis. This is how far it derailed. It derailed to good luck finding my penis.
I put a curtain in the middle of my room, and then I jerk off under there so that. Oh, by the way, you remember how I was concerned about drones? I told my wife, close the curtains. Drones are going to be peeking in our windows.
Yeah.
She thought I was crazy. What do I look out and see the other day? A fucking drone right outside our window.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reconnaissance for Obama.
Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
I put the orthodox sheet over my penis and whole body, and then I just jerk off through the hole.
So they can't see your head, but they can see your hand.
And so it's more spiritual. But also they can just see that sweet hog.
Yeah.
Only. That's what you guys want to see, right?
It's Old Testament hog.
Some Old Testament hog.
With some New Testament flair.
Give me that old time hogging. Give me that old time hogging.
So don't be scared by these people. They just pull your fucking house off of a.
I told them, they messaged me. I
What'd they
said,
say?
you picked the wrong dude to fuck with because I'm really good at reading.
Yeah.
And my business partner is unbelievable at math. And when we join forces, you will be absolutely fucked.
Prepare to get algebra on your ass.
Well, mainly just a series of adding and subtracting.
I send the guy money, and then I send him a picture of your house. And I go, hey, you should hit this guy up next.
I sent him a picture of you in your car.
I go, how do I get on this? If I get 5 houses under me, then do I get money?
You do. It's like a chain letter.
It's a Ponzi house phishing scheme.
Yeah. I go, you've probably seen my toilet cam, though, right? It's just a video of me taking a shit.
You should send him that. You should go, hey, don't release this video, and it's just you taking a dump in the toilet.
They have to look at it, and every time they communicate with me, I just send it to them over and over again.
Dude, these fucking people. And I get, though, why it would be scary, but I don't care anymore.
It's going to be scary for my parents who thought a satanic cult was in the backyards of all the houses in their neighborhood.
Now thinking about it, maybe I should start scamming your parents. Go, we found this.
Why don't you leave the scamming my parents to me? Yeah, this is how I scam my parents. How's everything going? Good.
Dude, that is
good. I don't want to kill myself.
That's what you should send the guy. You're like, hey, what, you want to come kill me? Good. Save me the bullet.
Yeah, good. And also, I'll get way more life insurance that way.
That's a great one. I get way more life insurance.
Dude, you're going to set my family up for life. When can you come over?
Yeah.
Tuesday?
That's the thing. If someone were to kill me, or as long as they'll kill both my wife and I, both of us will make out pretty well with our life insurance.
I took an insurance policy out on you.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think you could do that.
Yes, you can.
How?
For friends.
Friend life insurance?
Yeah.
Hey, you got a best bud?
It's the MetLife.
Want to get paid if he dies?
It's the MetLife Friends You'll Miss program.
That actually would be great fucking life insurance. Take it out. Hey, you don't even have to let them know.
Yeah, you don't. You just go, hey, you're going to miss this friend. That's worth, what, $500,000?
And then when the people try to collect, you go, hey, you can't do that's not legal.
Why?
No, I'm saying you're the insurance company. It's another scam.
Oh, I fell for another scam?
Yeah.
I fell for the friends you'll miss life insurance scam.
Mutual Friendship of Omaha.
Do you have a friend that you're going to miss? Would you like a life insurance policy on them?
And then you're like, hey, so my friend died. I want to cash this in. And they're like, you're an idiot. Why would you ever pay for this?
That's it. And then I tell them, that's it. I know exactly where you live. Here's a picture of it.
Here's a picture of your office building.
And it's just me taking a shit.
So anyway, these fucking morons and their new scams. Go ahead. Show up to my house, please.
Yeah.
Knock on the door, dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Come in. Put this ringer in your pocket. Ringer gun in your pocket while I blow you away.
I have one of those fucking guns that, like in Taxi Driver, that shoots out of the sleeve.
Oh, you do?
Only I don't wear sleeves, so it's just out. It's completely exposed. It looks like a psychotic weapon.
Yeah, because you were normally on gambling boats where you need those the most.
I go, you cheating motherfucker. Dude, how great would that be? Back in, and this wasn't even that long ago. Late 1800s probably stopped. You go in a riverboat, you would suspect someone of cheating, you could shoot them right there, and everyone just throws the body over the side.
I know, it is crazy. I always think about the prostitutes and how they can't clean their pussies and butts, though.
Yeah, most of it was thigh stuff, though.
Can't or won't.
I think won't, because the idea, without a hot bath, you're not going to be putting your butthole in a fucking jar of soapy water.
Well, that's one of the more disturbing things in the movie Jonah Hex.
Oh, is it?
With Megan Fox at the beginning when they introduce her character. She's just gotten done with a John.
Yeah.
And she kicks him out because he's like in love with her.
Oh, and then
Jonah Hex walks in the door, and then they fuck. It's just like, dude,
you know for sure there's loads in there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe he likes it. Maybe that's what he likes.
Dude, I tell you that story about...
I used to read that comic book, by the way. It's good.
Jonah Hex. The movie sucked.
The movie's terrible.
Well.
There was a guy who's a comedian, and him and his buddy went down to Tijuana, and his buddy had sex with his prostitute. Then this guy took the chick upstairs, and the guy, when he came back down, he goes, "What the fuck, dude? I just had sex with that girl." He goes, "Relax, dude. I just ate her pussy."
Are you serious?
This is a true story.
That is gross.
Of somebody that I know.
Wow.
So how wild is that? Also, people did not want to smell back then. Do you realize that, like in medieval times and stuff, body odor was offensive. So people would bathe regularly.
Not regularly.
But they didn't want, nobody
bathe.
wanted to smell.
Right.
Well, that's why they had powdered wigs and shit. So they wouldn't have lice, and they wouldn't smell as bad.
Oh, is that it?
And that's why the merkin was invented.
They would keep their fucking body hair real short.
Yeah.
With the but I never understood how all the prostitutes, there's no condoms. They were just raw dogging.
But raw dog and thigh, as you said.
A lot of times. But how are they not pregnant constantly?
Okay, so a lot of them use sponges as
really?
Yep.
Like a real sponge. Like,
yeah, as a real sponge. And then in Roman times, you know the symbol for the heart?
Yeah.
That's on like playing cards?
Yes.
That actually comes from a type of either leaf or seed that was found wild in the Roman era.
Okay.
That was birth control. But it was never farmed.
You take it orally?
I think you chewed it up or you made it into a soup or something. You know?
Why don't we just use that now?
They fucked it out of existence. And they because there was.
It's like, hey, were the buffalo also used as birth control?
There was shame around. Yeah, baby. They run them off of a cliff. They do a buffalo run.
They're like, we got to kill all and get the good birth control.
Since it was about sex, no one would actually like farm this stuff. So they would just find it wild, and they basically fucked it out of existence.
Really? Because I would be using that. Dude, I could be busting loads.
But that was the symbol. That the heart shape for passion comes from that seed or petal or whatever.
It can't be good for you to do long term, though.
I think what it did was it induced a period immediately. It's like a morning after pill, you know?
Okay. So probably not, not good for you.
They talk about it. They talk about something like that in Game of Thrones. They call it moon tea. which like was their birth control. It basically made you have a period.
I thought they just threw hot water on the pussy.
They threw They put Coca-Cola up the pussy and then jump up and down.
They just tossed you out that moon window.
Oh, yeah, that's where.
That's right. They do have a moon window.
If you put Coke up there, it would probably dissolve the fetus.
Yeah, probably. Considering it'll dissolve a penny.
It'd take degrease an engine.
My grandfather was a butcher.
Really?
And for some reason, in the place he worked, the butcher shop he had, there were hardwood floors, and he said the only thing that would get blood off a hardwood floor was Coca-Cola.
Oh, I could see that.
Yep. That makes sense. Or I've heard that hydrogen peroxide is okay.
He goes, what? Hydrogen what?
Hydrogen what?
Wait, where was he a butcher?
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's where the good stuff is.
Yeah.
Good meat packet stuff.
I miss Chicago sometimes.
They interviewed him for The Jungle, dude.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Did he get interviewed by Studs Terkel and work?
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
His English wasn't great.
Wait, where was he from?
Poland.
Oh, dude, Poland.
Yeah. That's why he fucks up the audio.
That's why Oh, that's right. I forgot he was Polish. We were doing the. Dude, is that why you're eating a kielbasa right now?
Yeah.
How many
And you're eating it through your butthole?
How many Polacks does it take to run a soundboard?
6. 1 to fuck it up, and the other 5
to fuck a horse.
In the same room.
I mean, it's hard to do when you're trying to find it in the dark with your solar powered flashlight.
Damn these solar powered flashlights.
And there's submarine screen doors.
Yeah,
that was the big one. Where did that come? Where the fuck did that come from?
From the Polish?
Yeah.
I think it came from actual facts.
Dude, we were so racist. We thought Polish people didn't count as white people. That's the most racist. They thought Irish people didn't count as white people.
Yeah. I still don't think Irish people count as white people.
How come?
I'm an Irishman. Because I don't. I think they're lesser people.
You go, if I were Irish, man.
As an Irishman, I think that we are a lesser race.
How come?
I mean, the Polish did try to fight the Germans. The German tanks on horseback.
They did, but that's because that's what they had.
Also, they did fight the Nazis because the Russians were across the river in Warsaw, and they thought the Russians were going to come help them. Instead, the Russians watched them get slaughtered.
Yep.
Then, when the Nazis were leaving, the Russians just came in, and there was 0 casualties on their part. Just took over Warsaw.
My grandpa was a prisoner of war for 5 years.
Oh,
what?
5
Shit,
years.
man. That's crazy.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, is he a pussy like McCain?
No.
Dude, that's crazy. Can you imagine 5 fucking years at a POW camp?
I cannot.
And also, wait, where was he? He was a prisoner of war in what? In Poland?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude, the worst place. You know how cold it gets?
I do know how cold it gets, dude. Are you going to Poland?
I'm going to Poland.
Dude, I'm jealous. They've got cool shit there.
I know, and I'm just going to walk around to people and go, duh? Do you understand what I'm saying, you moron?
They can get the fuck beaten out of you.
Slap him in the
So he's
head.
going to beat your ass behind a Polish CVS.
Hey, dumbass.
You got square wheels on this bus.
I just like talking shit about Ireland because it's the only place, you know, since it's my people, I can. It's fun to be able to go. These fucking idiots.
Look at them, starving to death.
Red hair, pieces of shit.
Yeah. I got red hair. You don't have red hair.
I don't have red hair. My dad was fucking. My dad looked Brazilian.
Oh, because you guys were dark Irish.
Well, they were called Black Irish, and then I asked some Irish people about that, and they go, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
They go, "We've never heard of that before."
Exist.
Yeah.
But no, like, because the Spaniards would come in, and then butt fuck all the chicks, and some of it then would drip into the vagina and get them pregnant.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
That's
And
how
then
it
they
works.
would get darker because it was like, you know, they would go to the port towns.
Oh, because of the duty mixed with the cum.
Like the Moors in Sicily,
yeah.
according to Christopher Walken.
And I'm sure the Moors also fucking came to Ireland to do some trading.
And a little butt fucking.
Yeah, and a little snowballing.
Make the beast with 2 backs.
Yeah, so
That's what they say at
Correction.
Othello.
It was Dennis Hopper who said the Moors in Sicily.
do you want to do the whole monologue? You want to do the whole monologue?
Oh, Desdemona.
So yeah, I don't know. I've never gotten the official take on it, but my dad was, you know, he definitely looked like he had some Spanish traits to him.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? I
Mostly
think
the rose in his mouth, right?
Yeah, and he was a matador. That was also weird.
So this is my theory on this.
Okay.
I think that the British Isles and a lot of Europe was colonized by people from India.
Okay.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago.
Okay.
Man, they really took that back, didn't they?
Because yeah, that's true. Because a lot of the gods in the early Celtic myths and the early
By the way, this
Norwegian
is
myths,
straight from a history book.
Norwegian myths.
The gods, the gods came down from the sky.
Yeah, they have a lot in common with proto-Hindu gods.
Oh,
you know,
okay, yes.
And in fact, there's a god in Ireland called Cernunnos.
I think they're called Hindudi.
There you go. There you go, spicing it up so we don't lose any
called-
listeners.
It's called Punch Up. I'm a professional comedy writer, so
This guy goes, can we change Hindu to Hindudi?
they go, we love it. Here's another check.
Keep it coming, Ryan. So there's a god in Celtic mythology called Cernunnos, and he is like a hunter god.
Okay.
But in all the depictions of him from the early Celtic ages, in like the Bronze Age, early Bronze Age, he's sitting crisscross applesauce like a yogi.
Okay.
Which they thought was really interesting.
And he's really
because it's
skinny,
not-
but he's got like that bloated stomach because he's eats so much dairy.
yeah.
Like in Indian people.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you'll just see the thinnest guy, but just have like constant bloating from all the heavy cream sauces they put
And
on
then,
food.
also the special effects are really bad in Cernunnos because it was done by Bollywood. So he's green screened against it.
Don't forget the famous legend of Seamus O'Patel.
What? Who's that?
Seamus Patel?
Seamus O'Patel.
Oh, Patel. He owns all the
Or the O'Patel
he owns all the motels in Ireland.
But I wonder if that's true. Anyway, it's not hilarious.
I think it's. I'm
but
sure
it's interesting.
It
to
is
me.
hilarious to me. I was dying the whole time.
Yeah, this guy goes.
It
Proto
explains,
Hindu
it
gods.
explains all the spices in the food in Ireland.
Yeah. Have you ever had curry corned beef?
Curry corned beef sandwiches with curried potatoes. That does sound good.
Have you
though.
ever had corned beef masala?
Have you ever gone to Scotland and had a curry iron brew?
IPA, Guinness, dudes. But all right, well then the Polish.
Oh,
go ahead. No, you go.
no, I was
ahead.
going to say Dr. Nova brought something up that reminded me of something. He said, let's get down to brass tacks. What does O'Neill think of the Tesla robotaxi?
Oh,
And I forgot as part of my story. Well, it wasn't part of my story, but it happened the day of the Green Day musical show.
Uh-huh.
I saw a guy get out of a taxi, a silver-haired gentleman, get out of a automated taxi.
the Waymo.
No.
Yeah. And then I was like, that's bad enough. He took a robo-taxi to get here from God knows where. And then he pulled a child out of that car.
No.
What in the
And I
fuck?
was just like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
it's not. How are
By
they
the way,
allowed
if you
to
get out of a
operate?
robo-taxi, I would be scared to get out of a robo-taxi and then the car just drives off with my kid, you know? And I'm like,
yeah.
100%, dude. Not to mention, are they now operating completely autonomously? They don't have like somebody sitting behind the wheel just in case anymore.
I think they are completely.
How is
autonomous.
this legal?
I saw it.
How is it legal? They're not.
I saw it in San Francisco where a guy is sitting in the front seat with his dog and no one's driving.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of teenagers come up and at the stoplight and tag the shit out of the car that
that's
he's
great.
in, dude. And he's like so stressed out. He's like checking his watch, but he doesn't have a watch on.
Oh my
so he's trying to
God.
act casual. He's just looking at his wrist, you know?
Dude, did you see the video of the chick being harassed by the dudes? They just stood in front of the fucking Waymo thing, and then we're just like, "Give me your number," and she's like, "Can you just move?"
Because she can't drive away if she's scared.
I know.
She has to wait for
And
the
the-
robot to decide it's safe to drive away. And
And
the
it
robot's
won't.
not
It
programmed for hoodlums harassing you through the window.
So
you
they're
know?
because I've seen these Waymos now. They're driving around in Koreatown a lot,
Yeah.
and I've seen them now in Hollywood. So there's nobody in them. It's completely autonomous. How is this even? How many lawsuits are going to happen here?
Tons, I'm sure.
I mean, this is insane.
But also,
the technology's not there yet.
I guarantee you these people who get hit have accidentally signed something at some point that says they can't sue whatever company this is.
You're like, because when they agreed to get their Apple fucking ISO update,
100%.
it said our Apple Waymo vehicle
will
whatever
run
it
you
is.
down in the middle of the street. You
it's
can't
legally
do shit.
allowed to kill you.
It's fucking unbelievable.
I
dude.
cannot even fucking fathom this. Yeah, and the Tesla, Elon Musk says the robo-taxi's coming. Dude, are you kidding me? You can't build a regular car.
And he can't build a robot because that robot is fake. That he made.
I can't understand. I'm always yelling at Tesla drivers who are just acting as though they don't see you. And I'm like,
yeah.
I've been in Tesla. There's fucking sensors and a big screen that shows you where everything on the road around you is.
Yep.
I've had
And
one
somehow
come
you-
into my lane, and I was like, I thought this isn't even allowed. I thought this is not even possible in a Tesla.
I called the police on a guy who was asleep.
It wouldn't suck your dick.
Yeah.
Get over here.
I was on my way to your house. I think I told you about this when he
Yeah.
drifted 4 lanes in a robo taxi.
Well, you said he was in his. You said he was his own Tesla.
Yeah, no, his own Tesla. He was asleep at the wheel. It was driving for him. He just swerved over
crazy.
4 lanes. I called the police on him.
What the fuck?
It's
You said people were freaking out all around.
yeah, dude. People are honking.
Should have
like,
pit maneuvered him.
well, I'm not that confident yet, but a couple more hours on Rad Racer, and I will be. You want to hear this one comment they got through on this spooky?
Yes, I do. Sorry, we derailed it. Yes, I do want to hear. We're back in the spooky stories.
Halloween short story rated S for spooky. For contest, need help. So this guy put, I genuinely can't tell if this is a shit post or this is how you are as a person, or if this is a genuine attempt at creative writing. On the off chance it's the final option, unfortunately, the best feedback I can offer is to read more. Identify what makes a character compelling, how a short story should be structured, how sentences should be structured, etc. I'd elaborate, but based on your post history, I don't think this is a particularly serious attempt at creative writing any more than your past posts have been.
Dude, these writers are such cunts.
They are cunts.
They take
dude.
things way too seriously.
They do.
They're like, you think this is writing? Fuck you.
Do you want to have Aaron dip his toe into this short story?
Aaron, would you like to dip your toe in? Have you read this story or no? This is
I
the
told him
first-
not to read
I
it
did
yet.
not. I followed the instructions.
Okay. Yeah. How long is it?
It's not that long.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's fucking long as shit.
We could just
let's
read
do
it.
let's do the first 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, let's see. All right. Rated S for spooky.
Aaron's the best reader of us all, and he's Polish. This is
Half.
He's breaking down stereotype barriers right and left.
This is a really spooky story, and you guys might get scared. I'm just giving you a warning.
You should give me a hornying.
A warning.
Every Halloween at this time of year, which is Halloween in October, the Michael Byers Glory Hole Jack-o'-lantern suck-off takes place in my town. And it always ends in tragedy. But this year is different because I'm on the case. Or should I say they? And they is me. And I am me, Emily Blanco. But my friends call me Soupy Balls. They used to call me Sloppy Nuts, but thank God that didn't last. That was when I was 41. I'm 52 now and hot to trot. Divorced, a feminist, you better believe it, bro. I'm a butch bitch with a badass Harley collection. I also have a bunch of baseball cards in sweet mint condition. When I'm not hanging at frats, I'm watching Scorsese films and watching the show Martin on VHS. Did I say glory hole? It's time for the story hole. I love having sex with my dude friends, no strings attached. Or up my ass. I'm nobody's puppet. And I don't use tampons. I'm a patter. A maxi patter. Tampon, more like tamp off. I'll never put one in. Even if I stain my jeans every month. I'll wear white jeans after Labor Day on my period because that's what kind of gal I am. When I'm not cooking up coconut shrimp from Trader Joe's, I'm out there solving cases and peeing sitting down because I'm a lady. Hey, there's a 4,000 word count here. we got to get to the case here. So I told my kids, hey, why don't you run along and play? Let me give you a rundown of how this serial killer glory hole situation works. It's a guy named Michael Byers, and every year in October, which is when Halloween is, he rents a house I'm not sure if it's via Airbnb or one of the other ones. Maybe Craigslist. Who knows? He invites adults over. He's bisexual. That's why they call him Michael Byers. If you don't know what bisexual is, basically, it's the best sexuality. It means this dude does not give a fuck. I'm not meaning to get too raunchy, but this is how detectives actually talk. So he hollows out a pumpkin. That's where the adult who's over 18 puts their head in and performs oral sex. They put the pumpkin on their head? Jesus. It's not very anonymous. When the person's receiving oral stimulation is climaxed, Michael takes out a gun and says, now you get in the pumpkin. It's a spooky situation that has to be stopped. I have super high intelligence. I have a printout from an IQ test I took online, printed, and framed on my wall. It would have been higher if it wasn't for my dyslexia. I have a slight case of Down syndrome, but it's not genetic. It's viral. That's a story for a different day. That's from my days as a female bodybuilder, which got me ready to serve justice. Hot, steamy, and wet. I feel bad. I feel bad about that Down syndrome thing. I'm making clam chowder right now. I don't make it to eat. I do it to pour into my pants to make sure they don't leak because I don't wear tampons or underwear. I shouldn't have made that Down syndrome comment.
Okay, let's take a break.
What the Aaron, thoughts?
I love it. It's cogent. I totally get what's going on.
Can you believe we got banned for this shit?
Yeah, from every short story forum.
That's the guy who makes you put his head in a pumpkin and suck his dick.
He says, "No, you get in the pumpkin."
Hey, by the way,
He does it first, so I mean that is gentlemanly.
that's the thing. I don't know if he needs the gun. Maybe that's where the sticking point is.
I never understood the crime. You know?
Yeah, and the clam chowder test is genius.
Yeah. It does. You would figure out if you could wear your pants or not.
This guy goes, the commenter goes, you need to read more because you don't understand sentence structure. That guy's full of shit.
This is great structure.
Yeah, if you read this and you don't love it, you've got problems.
I agree, man.
Yeah, that's why you're on a Reddit forum for short stories.
We're actually I've won a writing. I won the New York Television Festival for something I wrote.
Yeah, dude. And
this guy's so.
Who's this guy? Who is this guy to judge us?
Dude, that's.
By the way, I remember that coconut shrimp because I was getting coconut shrimp.
We were at that time. We were both
Trader Joe
big fans of that coconut shrimp.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. Well.
I'm ready to continue.
Yeah, Aaron's hooked.
He loves
Aaron's
it.
hooked.
He loves it. He
Keep
wants
going.
to know what happened.
Keep going.
Okay.
All right. Although it is true, it may be a bit too real for this competition, and I fear that will give me an unfair competitive advantage. One more thing on the Down syndrome front. I got it from a vaccine. I got Johnson & Johnson, and all my friends got Pfizer and Moderna. And the funny thing is, they don't have it. I don't fully understand what Down syndrome is, but I posted a picture of my face on Tinder, and someone told me I had it. At first, I was really worried about it, but I've come to accept it. It's the price you pay for herd immunity in the community.
It's very timely. At the time of vaccines.
We're almost there. I say we just go and do this.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so I arrested that Michael Byers guy. It actually wasn't too hard. I just looked for a guy in a pumpkin head sucking on a mother man's, I think he means another man's, penis on his porch as kids got candy. As soon as he ejaculated, I put my cuffs on his penis and balls, and the other cuff on my wrist. I put the pumpkin on my head, but little did he know that I had a mouthful of Mexican hot sauce. Parentheses, if we get a sponsor, I'll be willing to say it's Tapatio. Parentheses. When I took him into my mouth, I bit his penis off and read him his Miranda rights. My name is Blanco, Emily Blanco. If you don't know what Blanco means, that makes two of us. Please tell me. My YouTube channel is demonetized. It looks like demonetized. Demonetized because of my controversial opinions on the Johnson & Johnson facts and using the N-word in poetry. So this is my last place to freely express myself. Halloween creative or non-creative writing competitions. I don't mean to get political, but Ronald Reagan was our best president. Well, I like to go to the Reagan Library and masturbate in the bathroom. My partners call me Nancy Kerrigan. I bet you thought I was going to say Nancy Reagan, but I haven't invented. I have a sexual fantasy about being bashed in the knee with a tactical baton. That's why I became a cop. Once again, don't let that Down syndrome thing give me an unfair advantage. Don't reward what Johnson & Johnson is doing out there. How do I collect the sweet $50 prize? Do you come to my house with an oversized check? My mom is going to have to be there because I'm not allowed to have my own bank account. And my mom is going to have to talk to yours before we hang out. Anyway, thanks in advance for reading. Real quick, before I go, I have another idea for a story that may win some money. It's about a guy who wrote a book about mind games. Two guys play it and end up in a CVS with their minds with one having a machine gun for an arm and the other was wearing nipple clamps and wants to hang out. Fuck! The clam chowder in my pants is really pouring through. Well, gotta go.
What a fucking waste of our time. By the way, she's a cop now. I forgot she started as a detective. Wait, was she a detective?
Yeah, she's a detective.
Oh, okay. I thought she was a private investigator.
I think she starts as a detective, but who knows what happens by the end.
Aaron, what would you rate this story of all? You've read short stories. You're a voracious
This is
reader.
sort of like that that story about to build a fire. It's kind of similar to that.
This is
the Jack
also
London story.
This is very closely based off a Polish fairy tale.
Yes.
Jackal Man.
There's crumplets.
What would you get? What would you rate the story? Real. Don't just because you know us.
I'm rating it S for spooky.
What an answer. What a fucking answer. Yo, this guy's dying. Get it together, you fuck.
I made it C's.
He said S for
Oh.
He said it was S for spooky.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good rating. Oh my God.
Is that Winston Gambro in the chat?
Winston Gambro is in the chat. He says, I have requested. My Slop Quest thing is covering it up.
Okay.
I request. Can Slop Quest write me a letter to send to my HOA about mowing too early?
Oh, yeah.
Of course we can. On the second part of the hour, we will do that. By the way, we got to dig into HOAs.
I've got a HOA story, too, that's hilarious.
We've got a lot of problems with HOAs.
Big time.
And those HO gays.
You have a sheet of paper that just says, HOAs, get those.
No, get those. It says Garth Brooks. You fucking. Get those, bro.
Get those books is what it said.
That's why we're not doing the reading.
This demented me just now.
Yeah.
It demented
I
me.
forgot how good it was. Here's my problem with all of this is that I think it is good, and I don't think people understand.
I get mad that people don't like it.
Were there any other comments? That was the only comment that made it through?
One comment that made it through before we got completely shut down.
Jesus Christ.
We got a lot of comments on the Christianity about arguing with our professor. There's also, Aaron, we get kicked out of a lot of Reddit groups.
I think we need to start a new...
I mean, if not for the Down syndrome thing, I think you'd have been fine. But I think that's
a bold statement.
I think that's the bridge too far.
We got kicked out of Am I the Asshole for this. You tell me if this sounds fair, Aaron. Am I the asshole gay coworker advice? Am I the asshole? My wife is terrible about giving BJs. She works at a grocery store and got advice from a gay coworker on how to give a BJ. I feel like now that this guy is actually giving me the blowjob through my wife. Am I homophobic or am I the asshole? This is really causing me a lot of stress. I need help because I don't want it to drive a wedge in my marriage.
Dude, but also super fucking believable post
is
of
believable.
some guy going, "What? Am I gay now? She's doing it like this gay guy taught her to."
I know, it's like a gay guy sucking my dick.
We need to start a new "Was Up Man of Reddit" thing. We just need to take a couple of the U's out of "Was Up"
Let me see how I've
because
spelled
there's
it.
like 50 U's in it. I think.
No, it's just WHASSUP.
Okay,
Man of
so
Reddit.
then we'll just add a couple of U's.
Oh, you think we need to start over?
Yeah, because people can. I forgot that people can see your post history. If you look at the post history,
then we need a
it's
new-
not good. It's not good.
I need the post history because we need to come back to the memories.
Yeah, but I'm saying you keep that alive and just start a new one.
But then you're going to make me start a new What's Up Man of Reddit with an extra U every single time we
yeah,
post.
and then
I'm not
eventually
going to do
we're
it.
gonna 800 U's.
And you go, which one is this? Is it the one with 3 U's or is it the one with 6 U's?
That's a good point.
I can't find it.
We're gonna have to have. We'll have to take. We'll have to be very good at documenting it. and
What do
we'll
I
have
do?
a chart.
I'll
You
take
go.
a picture of everything.
Yeah, and then put it in a
And
document.
then I'll delete it. I'll delete our posts.
No, you just open a new account.
No.
No, don't delete it. Just open a new account.
No, delete the posts.
Don't. Just start a new account with an extra U.
No, dude. I'm just.
How is this not? How is that?
you make
not,
the spreadsheet with all the What's Up Man of Reddit
I
names.
will.
We're gonna. Hell no. We're gonna get lost
My
in the
wife's
weeds.
like, "Are you ready to eat dinner?" Hell no! I'm trying to do the What's Up Man spreadsheet.
I can't remember if we had the funny story on the one with 6 U's or the one with 13 U's. I don't know what's going on with Reddit. I'm pretty disappointed in them.
I know. It used to be the actual like do whatever the fuck you want.
I couldn't get any advice except for to read more. That shit sucks.
They cleared out all. It's not fun anymore.
The only people you can trick on there are conservative Christians, and they're just trying to live their best lives. You know?
Yeah, they're just like you.
Maybe we need to go to boomer advice because they won't be able to understand if they're being trolled or not.
Yeah, but they'll ban anything that even seems offensive.
Yeah, true, because we'll have F words.
We have nowhere to go, dude. We need to start our own thing, just called "Go Fuck Yourself." Post whatever you want, and then it's just like, guys, it's just the mayor.
We start our
and-
own subreddit called "Go Fuck Yourself."
Yeah.
Post no rules. Post whatever you want.
It's just pictures of that fucking mayor in Mexico who got beheaded.
Oh,
6 days in office. His body was in his car, and his head was on the top of the car.
that's scary, dude.
Oh, really? He goes, "Oh, that's a little. Damn, that'll give me. That'll give you a little pause.
That's
traveling to that town.
That's for spooky.
Can you imagine if that shit was happening in America?
Yeah.
And it basically is. It's unreal that we have that going on right down there, and just because we're like, we still want cocaine
Yeah.
and all the other drugs.
Why don't we make American cocaine?
Yeah. Invite some good, get some factories going, just pump it out.
And be like, you know what? This is how we're shutting down the cartels. American-made cocaine.
We do commercials. Like,
Yeah.
instead of like Ford Tough, it's like cocaine, good.
And we'll be like crack rock. Oh, standing arrow straight.
It's
like
just
crack
Bob
rock.
Seger, like a crack rock, bold as I could be.
Yeah, what would be the thing we would say in America? Built American coke.
American
tough.
cocaine feels good in me. American cocaine.
No cartels for thee.
Yeah, but there's already a shitload of cartels operating in the U.S.
Yeah, but then it'll be unprofitable.
They're selling a shitload of pills in Montana now. There's cartels in Montana.
Oh, jeez.
I know. So, I don't get
More
it.
like broke crack mountain.
Well, they just give out cocaine. How great would it be if everything was free? You shut them down completely. It's government-funded drugs. You just show up. You go, "Hey, I got a party. Can I get a big bucket of cocaine?"
And they go, hey, you're an American citizen, right? Hell yes, you can. Here's your bucket of American Coke.
Every family gets a certain poundage of cocaine per year.
And then all the president does is have these State of the Unions where they go, we're trying to get more Coke to the families. Okay? You guys keep saying you're running out of Coke.
If you gave cocaine, nobody gives a fuck. They're like, "Hey, hurricane's coming. Make sure you got enough cocaine."
Yeah, by the way, I turned our entire town into a floating ship, and so we'll be fine.
You probably would get more shit done.
Oh, dude, yeah. If the whole country was on cocaine.
Noah was coked out of his mind when he built the ark.
He was, because it says in the Bible, I giveth thou 6 lines of cocaine.
Yeah.
Bump,
and he goes,
bump 'em nasty dog, for this I decree.
Then there was a whole thing about him smoking crack with his kids.
Yeah.
And he goes, get 2 of everything. That's a coked out idea.
It is. We'll get 2 of every animal. We'll put them on here. We'll be fine.
And then he goes, hey, we got like 12 different types of animal. That's enough. Let's go.
How many bugs did they have to catch?
They didn't get, dude, all they had was giraffes, zebras, elephants, and then like a couple monkeys. That's it.
And they go, we didn't really do this. We didn't really do
He's like, dude, you're coked out of your mind when you came with this idea. He goes, all right, we got enough. All we need to do is keep the zebras and the giraffes alive.
Yeah. We'll feed the zebras to the lions. And then we'll feed the lion shit to the giraffes.
And the giraffes are good for fucking.
Yeah, because with those sweet eyelashes and those fucking big old butts.
Yeah, it's what is it? Is this that saying? I'm as high as giraffe pussy.
Who says that?
A lot of people.
I've never heard that before.
That's a known thing.
Noah wasn't really into the logistics of the whole thing, so he was too busy writing a screenplay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then they finally produced it.
You know what?
He goes, and then he even wrote, some guy, maybe a guy named Russell Crowe will star as me. On the tablets?
I had a relative reading the Aronofsky novel adaptation of it.
Did he do a novel adaptation of Noah?
He didn't, but someone else did.
Okay.
But it's a novel adaptation of his film, you know? And
How novel of them.
yeah. And this person was devoutly Christian.
Yeah.
And she goes, I don't understand why God killed the rock monsters that were helping Noah put the ship together.
Wait, was she reading Galaxy Quest?
No, because there are rock monsters in it.
Wait, in the Noah movie, there's rock monsters?
They do the Nephilim as rock monsters.
I don't.
Rock monsters.
Wait, what?
Great song.
Wait, there were really rock monsters?
Yeah, well, they
in the movie.
They do the Nephilim, which were.
Speak English here. Who the fuck's the Nephilim?
In
the
the
Nephilim
Bible
is a hell of a dance.
Yeah.
Do the Nephilim.
In the Bible, the Nephilim
took over the Macarena.
There's a lot of debates about what the Nephilim are in the Bible, but it says in the Bible that they were heroes, great men and legends of renown. But a lot of people think that they were fallen angels that were living on Earth.
Yeah, and they were rock monsters.
And no, but Aronofsky decided to draw them or depict them as rock monsters.
So there's a bunch of rock monsters in the movie?
And so
I don't remember that.
So this relative goes, I don't understand why God drowned the rock monsters, but when they were helping him build the ark, and then she goes, oh, well, sinful, I guess. It just moved on completely from it. Dude. By the way, my wife had the best joke about the Aronofsky Noah thing when it was coming out.
Yeah.
She goes, there's going to be 2 of each animal on board, and he's going to have them board ass to ass.
Great Requiem for a Dream reference.
It is good, isn't it?
He goes, and all of them will be connected by a dildo.
Oh, man. But, yeah, what were we talking about?
We're talking about
Noah.
We're talking about government giving everybody cocaine. And Noah was on cocaine. He built the ark.
You'd have to be to build a ship that fast.
Yeah, and not participate in the butt fucking that's going on in town.
You should have seen Noah's screenplay. It was crazy. He goes, it's sort of like Get Him to the Greek, but on crack. He goes, this is Quentin Tarantino on steroids.
He goes, look, it's like the Bible
meets the Matrix.
Dude.
With some John Woo style action elements.
I can't believe that they put a novel of that fucking. Who the fuck would read? Well, you could watch it. Who wants to read a novelization?
Well, this person who was reading it kept talking about it, and her husband kept going, that's not the Bible.
Oh,
that is
movie,
a novelization of a movie.
The movie wasn't very good.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
But it did have rock monster. Doom, 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 doom.
What an insane creative liberty to take. Go, rock monsters. And guess what? Noah, let's make him a Muppet.
Dude, I would watch a Muppet Bible thing.
With swearing?
Yeah.
And cocaine use?
And ass-to-ass dildos with Jennifer
You mean Wonder
Connelly.
shows and does Noah?
Yeah.
That would be
But
great.
Jennifer Connelly's still got to do ass-to-ass stuff in it.
Yeah. Oof. She never ages.
Nope.
It's great. What? Did I hear a yeah?
This guy got sad about
That's
it.
the Pollock in you.
I liked her when she was a little heavier.
Oh, did she
Oh,
lose
she
a lot
did.
of
In
weight?
Top Gun, she got pretty thin.
Well, way before that, like in the late 90s. I loved her in the early 90s. Rocketeer and
Career opportunities.
Career Opportunities.
Dude,
How many Pollocks does it take to have sex with Jennifer Connelly?
Isn't the Rocketeer Polish?
What?
The mechanic is Polish, isn't he?
Is he?
The Rocketeer?
Is that why it didn't
Alan
work?
Arkin.
He goes, most rockets go up. Our rocket go down
That's why I
into the
put the-
ground.
That's why I put the chewing gum on there.
He goes, why is the engine pointed towards the sky and the nose pointed to the ground? He's like, easier to get to space.
That's the worst Polish accent I've ever heard.
Whatever, they're all.
That could be a Confucius accent. Confucius say how many Polacks take to build Rocketeer rocket.
How many Pollocks does it take to make soup?
We've done that.
No. You're thinking of a soup, but this is different.
Okay.
How many?
How many?
No, you answer.
Oh, 3.
No, 7.
Okay. Tell me why.
One guy to heat it up, and the 6 guys to burn their tongue and go, oh, soup is hot.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You need to warm up on the Polak jokes, I think.
I'm worried that now that I know this about Aaron, I don't want to offend him.
Oh,
Storm
so you were
out.
this how sweet, huh, Aaron? He was softballing that Polak joke about them burning their tongues on soup. He goes, normally I would say,
Guys burn their nuts.
one guy
on
to
it."
stir it, another guy to shit the diarrhea in the bowl.
One guy to make it, and then 7 guys to use their lighters to try to warm it up. Anyway, well, I'll let them know, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of people when I go there going.
So you're going to the Home Improvement? You're going to Tool Time Poland?
2-time Tim.
What did you just say?
Full-time Tim.
Oh, I thought you
His name
said
was-
2-time Tim.
No, and he had the dude. If you go back and watch Tool Time, what's Home Improvement
Home
now?
Improvement, yeah.
I've said this before. It is an embarrassment. Everyone involved in that show should be fucking embarrassed beyond belief. There's a guy who holds a fake fence up to his face.
I know.
That's the gimmick. And the network goes, this is fucking unbelievable. Wilson, the neighbor, you'll never see his face.
No, and
We're gonna
remember
think creative ways to do it.
when Wilson went on a date and they kept having to put like candles in front of his face and like a picture in front of his face.
I
and all
don't
that
at all.
shit.
But I did watch every fucking episode of that show.
I did too. Doesn't one of the kids almost get AIDS or something weird?
Yeah, he gets raped by his Al Borland, and Al's like, I went and had sex with this sex worker in Africa, raw dog, like 6 of them, and then I raped your boy, and now he may have AIDS. You didn't see that episode?
I didn't see it.
No, they did have those like special real episodes where like one of them,
well, because the best one,
one of them finds like a switchblade in their lunchbox.
The
or
best
something.
one was like, we're gonna beat this thing. You won't stay sick, and then it goes a very special episode of Home Improvement, followed by the Diet Mug Root Beer presents the Dana Carvey Show. You remember that?
Yeah. Dude, the special they did do one where like she had I'm making this up probably, but this is could be it. She had like a breast cancer scare, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
And
yeah.
Tim's like, I like to titty fuck. I can't.
He goes,
deal with this."
and she goes, I'm gonna have to get my tits cut off, Tim. He goes,
Wilson, I need help. Well, let me not show my face.
dude, by the way, we need a show where it's Tim and Alf and some other gimmick character. Urkel.
Yeah.
We get Urkel in there. Who else would be on there as a gimmick character? Small Wonder. They all have
they used
deal
to do
with
the
each other.
crossover. Alf would,
Balky.
Oh,
Balky.
Balky would definitely. Only they'd beat the fuck out of him. They'd be like, "You foreign fuck."
He goes,
Get out of
oh.
my country.
He goes, Steve Urkel beat me all the way back to Meeples.
Did you see Al Borland though? He did. There was a testicular cancer special.
Was there?
Yeah, and Al when Tim goes, we can't have a man with no balls on this show.
He goes-
Very unmanly.
He goes, Al, do you have a on your testicles? He goes, I don't think so, Tim. Remember that?
Yeah, they protested. They go, because everyone said this is a show about men, and Al doesn't have balls anymore, so he can't be on the show.
Right.
And then Tim had to make a stand, and he goes, "Look, he's still a man,
and
he's got a penis still, but he doesn't have any balls."
And then he goes, "The doctors put in silicone nuts into his sack, so it still looks just like balls."
And he goes, "How manly is that?" And
Yeah.
he goes, and they use this very manly type of silicone that we all use to seal our bathtubs.
And he goes, "And this is the best silicone for putting them in your ball sack."
Fucking tool time, dude.
Oh, I got this ball silicone.
Do you remember the one kid's parents blew all his money in real life, and then he was like mowing lawns?
Yeah, the blonde kid.
And he
right?
banged some like chick who was smoking crack or something. I could be a little wrong on this, but
He banged a chick who was smoking crack.
Yeah,
Tonight
something
on a
like
very special episode of Home Improvement.
Tim goes, "Oh, parents spend money."
Is my kid going to be all right? I don't think so, Tim.
He goes, "No, he's mowing lawns, even though he made millions, and his girlfriend smokes crack." Wilson, dude, what they should have done was finally show Wilson's face, but his lips and his jaw and everything were. He was attacked by a chimpanzee as a child.
Yeah.
And so they were all ripped, just exposed gums and teeth, and his bottom jaw was
bones.
gone.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
And it's the scariest episode of Home Improvement.
Yeah, he goes, "Wilson's face is revealed."
And Tim stares into it because there's like it-style deadlights in his throat.
Yeah.
He just gets absorbed.
How about if Al was fucking some like male intern for the show?
Oh, yeah.
And then he gets caught, video is released. Tim's whole show is now threatened. The manliness of the show is under attack.
And as a fun little spoof, they do the fuck tape to make it look just like the Pam and Tommy fuck tape.
Yeah, that they found in Al Borland's garage.
Yeah.
Dude, what a great episode. And Tim has to decide his best friend or his show.
Yeah.
And so then what does he do?
He picks his show.
Of course. You're not doing some guy butt fucking interns on your stage.
That's where he does it. He doesn't
Yeah.
even do it in his
He
apartment.
does it when the lights are off and nobody's there.
And then Alf turns on a secret, low light camcorder that he has.
Yeah, he goes, "This was leaked by Alf."
Yes. I gotta get this on.
No, Urkel released it, and he goes, "Did I do that?"
He goes, "I didn't do that."
I will say Al Borland being on
Family Feud.
No, being on Tim Robinson's sketch show.
Yeah, was he?
Yeah.
When?
He was like a presenter.
Okay.
On like he did like a fake award show, and he's cussing and stuff.
Yeah.
It was actually, I respected him more than the rest of the cast.
I don't remember that. I'll have to look it up.
Maybe I'm making it up because I am high on government cocaine.
How much?
Stop the cartels.
How much government cocaine are you doing? Because according to the government drug food pyramid, you should be basing most of your consumption on cocaine.
Dude, my brain has just got a thick layer of lead and fluoride.
I worry about that too. Sometimes I ask my wife, I go, do I act dumber today? Did I act dumber today?
Yeah. This is why you have to legalize abortions, because we're too stupid. I can't. First of all, condom? Yeah, right, dude. What are you? Because a lot of people.
Oh, what are you, gay?
Yeah, a lot of people go, "I don't like the feel of it." Here's the deal: I don't like the look of it.
I don't like the look of it.
I love
either.
the feel of it. I don't like the way it looks.
Is that the only reason?
Yeah, that's my 100% my only reason.
I think the reason I didn't like using them is because I put them on and my penis would deflate.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they're too tight.
Some of them were too tight. The best ones were the ones with the reservoir at the end.
Yeah, I think they all have that.
No, the real big reservoir.
Just a giant second condom attached to the top.
Just an extra
Like
condom.
a little bit of a kink, and then just a whole nother condom.
Dude, I saw this porno where this guy with a foot-long wiener was going to put a condom on to fuck this lady.
Yeah.
He unrolled the entire condom first.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And I go, what are you doing? That's going to
Yeah.
take forever. And then he tried to shimmy it up his dick like a sock.
Yeah.
And I go, that's not how you put a condom. What's happening?
I never understood, because they're like, a lot of people fuck up putting on a condom.
Yeah.
So they're like, that's why people get pregnant. And I was like, how Is this not self-explanatory? But that's how stupid people are.
Did you know
They fuck up putting on condoms.
in high school before I fucked for the first time, I wanted to wear a condom, and so I practiced by jacking off with a condom.
A lot of people did. I did it.
And then my parents found a used condom under my bed that I hadn't even fucked with.
There you go. We wish that you had actually had sex. Dude, then you find out, oh, this isn't that bad. And then you're like, and it's easy cleanup.
The easy cleanup is great.
Yeah.
Especially if you're getting pegged. Just go ahead and put a condom on the dildo.
You're like, don't even have to put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, you don't want to put a fucking dildo in a dishwasher, dude.
Why not?
Because you got to wash your dishes in it.
I know. I have a bit about it.
What do you say?
Oh, God. What do we got to do this? Hey, come see me live. You can hear it.
I like how you got
I'm going to do a special.
You know what?
It's going to be in there.
I don't even care about your comedy, okay, O'Neill?
Do you want me to tell you the bit? Do you feel better if I told you the bit?
No, but I got to read this comment I got about you that's hilarious.
Okay, read that. Then we got to switch over because we got a lot to do on the other side of the hour. Holy shit, we're already at hour 3.
Okay, so this guy, Lucas, wrote in. He said he's listening to Pork Report episode 5. I don't think he means Slop Quest episode 5.
Yeah.
He says, O'Neill descends into There Will Be Blood talk. He says, I have a trait. I hate when people win. The actual quote is, I have competition in me, and I want no one else to succeed.
Very similar.
Really made me laugh how O'Neill is always just a little bit wrong.
It is true. But the way I look at it, I'm always a little bit right.
I knew you were going to say that. I can finish your own sentences, dude, with that stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm always a little bit right, baby.
You may be right.
I may be wrong most of the
I may be a little
time,
bit wrong.
but
all right, let's get the what do they got? What's going to be happening on the Patreon? We're going to be writing something spooky? Is that what we're doing?
yeah.
So stick around, guys. Go to patreon.com/slopquest.
Finally, HOAs, you're on the chopping block.
We'll talk about HOAs and we'll write something spooky. Patreon.com/slopquest. Ryan O'Neill Comedy on social media. If you like me, I do a web comic that's really popular called Tarnation Lucille on Comic Fury and Tapas and Fables. You can check that out for free as well.
And at Ryan O'Neill Comedy. Okay, so switch over and what was I gonna say? My mind just fucking shit out on me.
I gotta find
I was gonna say.
What
I finally started responding to the family text messages. Find out what I've been saying on the other side of the hour.
I want to hear the.
Are you ready?
Yeah, but I gotta find I can't find the magic wand now.
You do this all the time. Do you just hit rearrange in random order?
No, it rearranges every time it updates the app.
Shut up. Why would it do that?
I don't know, but it does every
it's
time.
Adding new sounds.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's go. Get this going.
Okay, here we go.
Why can't you? You can reorder them yourself. Why don't you make it the top button?
I don't know.
By the way, it was the second button. You fucking.
Where is it, dude? You see it, man?
You just had your finger on it.
It's here?
Let's go.
All right, go.
Go.
You don't want to use that? Fine. Here, I found it.
Let's go.
Do your
I'm not doing it.
hand.
I see that it's not it.
That is it.
Push the button and prove it.
That's it.
Okay. By the way, this guy's making a fortune. He just drove around. He heard a farm and he just recorded the sound.
I don't
Because you can hear him in his car.
I don't see this shit anywhere, man. What the fuck is going on?
Are you fucking... Are you Polish? What's going on here?
I don't know. I'm going to start the app over because it's so
No!
fucked.
We're just going to cut over. Forget it. It's done. All right. There we go. There it is.
There it is.